What's the deal with these two major marijuana stocks? The major marijuana stocks in the cannabis industry represent the top notch of the market. With only 3 or 4 companies occupying this area of marijuana stocks, it can be difficult to choose just 1 or 2 pot stocks to watch. But this is where we come in. There are a couple of tips for finding the right marijuana stock to watch, especially during this tough time in the market. It's also worth noting that no strategy is perfect and there are some flaws to every method. This is simply the plight of investing in any industry, let alone the cannabis industry. But pot stocks are notoriously volatile, and that is definitely something to keep in mind. The volatility usually strikes the top tier of the marijuana industry before it trickles down to the smaller companies. The top companies in the industry do present a great place to begin searching for marijuana stocks to buy, and the ones that could have real long-term potential. The largest cannabis stock in the industry. Canopy Growth Corp is a company that is best to think of in the long term. Prior to the coronavirus, Canopy Growth looked like it could be showing some real long-term potential, but the company has since seen some real downturns in the industry. These challenges have hit the company hard, but it may mean that now could be the time to buy the dip. One of the biggest positives for the company is that it has a large amount of free cash. This is due to the investment made by Constellation Brands only a few years back. But the large free cash alone does not qualify for the company as one to invest in. However, Constellation Brands last week purchased almost 20 million warrants of CGC. This shows just how much potential they believe the company to have. One of the factors that Canopy Growth has on its side is its sheer size. It is the largest cannabis stock by a stretch, which means that it could continue to lead the industry into the future. The other big pot stock player, Aurora Cannabis Inc., has definitely seen better days. Despite the market seeing some real uptrends in the past 2 weeks, Aurora has not managed to grow in value by that much. The company is expected to release its earnings on May 14th, which could show some real positives, but investors have not gotten too excited yet. Again, Aurora is another company that may be best to think of in the long term. Similar to Canopy Growth, the biggest factor that Aurora has on its side is sheer size. The company is also in the production of extremely large amounts of cannabis, which could also help its case. But Aurora has had some real troubles. The company does not have a major investment like Canopy and has continued to post some serious losses despite large revenue amounts. The company has worked to cut costs by laying off workers and halting production, but only time will tell if this is enough to turn its business around. For now, investors should be skeptical about calling Aurora a marijuana stock to watch.